Hi, I'm Neary, and this month I've mostly been watching scary movies. And I've not been too scared. Let's have a rant about it, shall we? We want to be scared. We love it. I know I do. Even those who are exposed to things a little earlier than most and might have been desensitized because of it. Thanks, Dad. Audience today, though, are being treated to this crap. That's startling you. It's using a loud sound and a quick cut to jump scare. And then nothing. Things continue until the next nonsense. It didn't change the story. It was there for the audience. Which is okay in small doses, but jump scares have to be used minimally because too many of them are screams that you've no horror behind anything. And you've got no story underneath it all.
Bullshit.
I think jump scares are lazy and cowardly because the director just doesn't want to drag out the tension anymore and gives the audience some relief. It's not there for the film, it's there for the audience, breaking the fourth wall. It's a startle and not something that will stay with you, something that will haunt you.
Hello?
We're watching the characters.
Anybody here?
We live through them. Don't do anything for us. It's not our movie. Sure as shit, don't be nice to us if you're trying to scare us. Jump scares work. I'm not an idiot. Yes, I am. It's part of the genre. Done well, they can get you. Just like a controversial joke might need a master to tell them. But even then, if it's done over and over, it loses its effect. Great horrors use shots to really crank up the pressure, not release it. It's not the climax, not the point of the whole story. The jump scare should be the least scary thing in a horror film. The dread, the sense of disgust, the fear we have for the characters should be the driving force. Scare me with madness, with loss, with harsh reality, cruel death, a danger that we cannot reason with or understand. Slasher films especially fall apart because of this. You're either enjoying watching these people get killed, which means you don't care about them, or we do care and it's giving us no emotional payoff because there's no story behind their actions. Is it too much to ask for a thematic payoff in a horror film? For something truly unsettling? The classics in horror have lasted for years, and when adjusted for inflation, they've made more money than the current crop of movies. And do they use jump scares? The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's got 2. That's it. The Shining, 3. The Fly, 2. Psycho, 2. And I'd argue one of them doesn't count. Let the Right One in, 2. Carrie, 1. And they're all minor. The average number of jump scares is going up year after year, but the returns are going down. The only film to break into the big leagues in the last 15 years is The Conjuring. Not only that, but the variety of horror is going down. Possession and haunted houses. It's just endless repetitive crap because it made a little bit of money, so let's not take any risks. No sci-fi, no monsters, not even slashers. How do we fix it? Firstly, like always, films that stay with us have a story. Doesn't matter the genre. I'm going to make this really simple. If you can take away the horror elements and still tell someone what the story is, then you probably have a good film and a good horror film. It means that the characters are grounded and relatable. Even if it's the villain that has the motivation, then that's okay. It means you're creating an icon of pure danger. Alien seems to defy this, right? It's just a big monster running around a spaceship. Not really. Ripley is a worker doing a job to make money and get home to her daughter. That's her goal. Do the job, get home. And all the crew are in the same boat, but the bosses say go to this world or you don't go home. So that's the obstacle to her goal. And then horror is introduced, upsetting our world, and we're changed by this encounter. Ripley still wants to get home, but in Alien, the corporation is the threat. And the alien is just a side effect. It's a weapon.
There is an explanation for this, you know.
And does it use jump scares? Sure. But they aren't the true terror of that movie. For the second way to improve things, here's someone much better than me to explain.
People are sitting around a table, talking about baseball, whatever you like. 5 minutes of it, very dull. Suddenly, a bomb goes off. What do the audience have? 10 seconds of shock. Now take the same scene and tell the audience there is a bomb under that table.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
And will go off in 5 minutes. But the whole emotion of the audience is totally different because you've given them that information that in 5 minutes' time, that bomb will go off. Now the conversation about baseball becomes very vital because they're saying to you, don't be ridiculous, stop talking about baseball, there's a bomb under there.
So like
You've got the audience working. Now the only difference is...
Mr. Hitchcock, Mr.
Well, I've been guilty
Alfred, shut up! What's he mean? I don't know. He's dead and a master filmmaker and I'm an idiot with mental issues. But I think it means you need the audience in a place of superiority. You're not uncomfortable watching a movie. You're sitting in the dark, but otherwise it's nice. You might be in an office or a classroom or on the sofa. So the physical world of the movie doesn't connect with you. Jump scares are cheap because they're exploiting your reflex action rather than giving you a story to get you emotionally involved. They're lying to you by saying, see, your heart jumped, you must be as scared as the characters. But you're not. Why'd you sound like Mickey Mouse there? The characters are in cold, dark rooms and you're not. It's taking a shortcut instead of making you care about them and creating a story path you can walk with them. What they feel should affect how we feel. Sometimes the same, sometimes not. So to really mess with an audience, you have to make them impotent, not like that. You have to place someone we care about in danger. And when we realize there's nothing we can do about it, now you have them scared. Now you're twisting the knife. Expectation and anticipation are working together. So you need a precedent, something in the back of the audience's mind that'll make them worry. Oh crap, you should get out of there. I've seen what can happen. Have a goal behind the character and you create a better story. A motivation that's screwed up by this invasion of something horrible. It's why Psycho works. It's why Alien works. And they're very different films on the surface. And with horror, sometimes you can just give the threat a go. This character is aimless, but we know the Terminator is unstoppable. It has one goal.
Sarah Connor.
And we know the same is true of Mike Myers and so many other types of characters. And with horror, something that simple, that pure, works for your bad guy. But at least the audience knows it. If you create blind evil without a purpose or any limitations to what it can do, we don't know what to expect, which means we don't know whether we should be happy or sad when something happens. So we're not going to have a satisfying conclusion because at no point do we know who's winning or losing because we don't know what's at stake. In the end, watching someone we understand be challenged by something terrifying on their journey will always grab us and hold us, and once we're there, the film can make us excited or intrigued or happy or terrified. Jump scares are easy. They're safe. And when it comes to horror, we don't want to play it safe. So why should the filmmakers? Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your thumbs up and down and sharing us around and your subscriptions and your Patreon and everything that helps us to keep going. Hope you enjoyed the video and most importantly, have a great day.
He's been here once tonight. I think he'll come back.